close your eyes for a second. Think about this song and think of the three most critical things that you need to be performance worthy on this song. Whatever that is to you. The things that Miss Ritter has told you repeatedly, the things that you found in this song that are really important to you. And think about them and now do them. Ready? Good. Stand behind your chair.
I haven't done this trick in forever.
It's funny that these
Yes, that's one of the reasons I love having people come in and like, oh yeah, I used to do that.
Yep, I did the same thing at the Free State all the time. Guest donations all the time. So many guest donations. I like learning things.
Yes.
I like being reminded of things. It's fun. Are you going to play percussion on the back of the chair? Right? And you're just going to play your part. So when we start at the beginning, you're going to play the rhythm of your part, not singing or anything else. Just play the rhythm of your part. We will stop and turn the page. I know that's going to be tricky. So when we get to the end of the page, we'll stop, we'll turn the page, and then we'll start over again at the top of the next page, and I'll tell you what we'll do. Okay? And just play it right on the back of the chair. You don't have to hit it hard. Just be active. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. And stop. Okay? Two things I'm noticing. Also, you're rushing the eighth notes a little bit. Okay? You're rushing your eighth notes just a little bit. And then what we want to avoid is hearing. Right? It should sound like one person playing each part, not however many people are in there.
And remember, some of you are playing eighth notes in places where you don't have eighth notes. You're just playing the rhythm that you're singing.
Right? You're not just tapping eighth notes.
Right.
You're playing the rhythm that is your part.
Does that make sense?
Got it?
So like in measure 3, I was hearing all eighth notes instead of quarter notes right there. It should be. Does that make sense?
Yep. All right, try again. This seems like an easy activity. It is not. It is not. But if you can do it, which I think you can, it's going to make you a lot better. 2, ready, and go. Quarter, 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 quarter. Stop, turn the page. Okay, to the top of page 7. At least that's what it says in mine. 2, ready, go. You're doing really well. Go back to the top of page 7. Go back to the top of page 7. So are you noticing how apparent it is when there's a mistake? Like you can really hear it, and how much you have to concentrate. If I gave you that rhythm in a sight reading, you would think, oh, that's super easy. Right? Quarter, 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 half. Easy peasy. I don't need to think that much about it. But to do it really accurately takes so much concentration. Right? We don't want to mess up. We want to be right on. Let's start right at the top of page 7 one more time. 1, 2, ready, go. Stop. Let's see if we can get through that first measure without a mistake. 1, 2, 3, go. Stop. Now, level 2.0, add dynamics. Add dynamics. So if you see a crescendo, crescendo. If you see a decrescendo, decrescendo.
How do you play it that louder?
Loud song, right?
Don't do that.
Ready? 1, top page 7 with dynamics. 1, 2, 3, go. Crescendo, forte, decrescendo. Sorry, Miss Ritter, I broke you. That eraser. That's good. All right. Okay, so this is what makes you some of the smartest and most elite people in the school. That in and of itself is a difficult activity. Would you agree? Even though it's a simple rhythm, and we could put whatever difficult rhythm in front of you, and it gets more and more difficult. That's a pretty difficult activity. Well, now we need to add words and pitch and dynamics and meaning and all of those other things. That's a difficult thing to do. There's a lot going on. But if we don't have that rhythm really precise and together, it's hard to put all the other things together. Particularly with the word like alleluia, because it's not a percussive word. It has a ah and a le and a lu and a ya, all long things. So we need to be rhythmic while being legato at the same time. It's very difficult to do, even though it seems so easy. And this song is just a trap for that particular problem. So this time I want you to sing the words, but I also want you to tap the rhythm. And I want you to be a little more percussive in the way you sing. So instead of Alleluia, Alleluia, Alleluia. Here on my consonants are a little shorter and a little more right with the beat. Can you try that? You're going to tap and sing. Are we on the right page still? Sopranos ready?
At the beginning, yes.
Very beginning, very beginning. I won't make you turn the page, I promise. Ready? 1, tapping and singing. 2, 3, and go. Sometimes we fall in the trap of trying to sing beautiful, and it gets in the way rhythmically, right? This piece will be beautiful if the rhythm is good. So don't feel like you have to be so legato and beautiful in order to make it beautiful. It will be beautiful if you just sing it really cleanly as well. Take the taps away, okay? But I want you thinking about the taps. So you're just singing now. You can put your pencil down. Just singing now, but keep that percussiveness, and now see if you can add in a little bit more of the musicality things that you're working on. You can move back in front of your chairs if you want. Now add back in the crescendos and the phrasing and all the beautiful things you did earlier. The only thing we've inserted is a little bit crisper pronunciation, and then making sure that that rhythm is really accurate. Okay, here you go. 2, 3, and go. 9. Hallelujah, 2, 3, and go. Try that again, sopranos, make sure you support, you sing that note like you're capable. 2, ready, and. Altos were a little bit late to the ya. Hallelujah, ya. It has to have a little bit of aggressiveness. It can't be hallelujah. It slows us down. All right, let's start at 9 again. 10, ready, and go. Crescendo. Forte. Yeah, and then the rest is kind of similar stuff, so we don't necessarily need to work on that, you can do that on your own. Does that make sense to you? Now, here's one thing that I struggle with as a singer and singing choral music, is it's not always fun, it doesn't feel pretty to sing that way. Does that make sense? Because you're kind of like, I just feel like I'm doing everything that the church has taught me not to do, and like make sure that that quarter note is real stable, because you're so musical. But there are certain pieces of music that kind of require certain things, and you just kind of have to do it. And trust that what your director is telling you is right. Because it doesn't feel pretty to sing that way. I feel like I'm a metronome a little bit. But I think for this piece to work, it's gonna have to have a little bit of that kind of right, 4 on the floor, everything's right in time to work out well, okay? So just trust that when you do that.
Just add in the Palestinian arch or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. Awesome. That was so smart.
They are, aren't
Can you do
they?
some pleasant life?
Yes.
Okay.
Now this one,
Wow, I'm scared now.
they are still facing.
Got it, no problem.
It's
Well, we're-
okay.